purpose. This video has been developed with the motive of telling people about our system. Also, it has been developed as a group project for the subject of design of software systems. The Phoenix crew: Harshit Shah, Kapil Khedkar, Aarti Radadia, Dhruvi Shah and Ramkrishan Sharma.
Surprise quiz! What would happen if the question paper get lost? What will I do if this happens? What if I want to sort these question papers into sets or categories? How would I manage to do that? What if the question papers get leaked? That would be such a chaos.
Hey Aarti, you seem quite bothered. What's bugging you?
Dhruvi, I was just planning for the surprise quiz and was just worried about the various issues that could come up with this questions paper. Like, what if it got lost or leaked?
Nothing to worry, my dear. You can use this new online quiz system that would solve all your problems. For example, your question paper cannot get lost because all your questions get saved in a safe place. Also, as your profile is password protected, there is no chance of your question paper getting leaked. Let's have a detailed look at it.
Hi, my name is Kapil Khedkar and my ID is 01. I am here to explain use case diagram and activity diagram of our system. First, what is a use case diagram? A use case diagram at its simplest is a representation of a user's interaction with the system that shows the relationship between the user and the different use cases in which the user is involved. You might now think, what is a use case? A use case is a list of actions or event steps typically defining the interactions between a role or actor and a system to achieve a certain goal. The actor can be a human or other external system. This is the use case of our system. We have two major functionalities, that is organize quiz and play quiz, which will be explained in detail throughout this video. Apart from that, we are having login functionality with extended functionalities of forgot password and sign up. Similarly, view profile is extended functionality of edit profile and change password. Next, register quiz has an included functionality of play quiz. What this means is, in order to play a quiz, a participant has to register for that quiz as well. Additionally, a participant can view his scoreboard in a particular quiz. Also, he can view his performance report in that quiz. Also, he can generate a custom report based on the filters that he applies. Next, the quiz master can additionally organize a quiz and delete a quiz. The admin is the super user of our system. He can add a user, remove a user, modify a user, add a default quiz and grant admin rights to another user. What is an activity diagram? Activity diagrams are graphical representations of workflows of stepwise activities and actions with support for choice, iteration and concurrency. Now, what is an activity? An activity in UML, that is Unified Modeling Language, is a major task that must take place in order to fulfill an operation. An activity can represent the invocation of an operation or a step in a business process. This is the activity diagram for organized quiz. First, the quiz master creates a new quiz. Next, he enters the various quiz details like quiz title, quiz category, number of rounds, number of attempts, etc. Now, he enters the various round details like round title, the list of questions, list of answers, their respective weightage and negative marking, etc. And then he uploads this to the question bank. Now, if there are any more rounds he wants to add, he can do the same by repeating this procedure. Else, he can move on to adding the participants. This feature is applicable in case it is an invite based quiz, in which when a quiz master adds a participant, an invitation is sent to that participant, and if he accepts that invitation, he gets registered for the quiz. The other functionality is it is a registration based quiz. It means that the quiz is uploaded in a open domain and any participant can register for that quiz. After this process gets over, the quiz master saves and uploads the quiz, and it is uploaded in the public domain. This is the activity diagram for play quiz. When a participant starts a quiz, the first round is displayed. The questions are displayed on his screen and he has to answer them. This process goes on, that is, he keeps answering the questions until the round is over. After the round is over, his answers are evaluated and the scoreboard is updated. Now, if there aren't any more rounds to play, then the quiz is terminated and the final winner and the scoreboard is displayed. Else, the system checks if the participant has qualified for the next round. If yes, then he advances to the next round and the same procedure repeats again. Else, that is, if he is not qualified for the next round, then he is automatically knocked out of the quiz. Thank you.
Thank you, Kapil. Hi, my name is Ramkrishn and my ID is 74. Now I am explaining the sequence diagram. What is sequence diagram? A sequence diagram is an interaction diagram that shows how the process operates with one another and in what order they are communicate. Organized quiz. When the quiz master enters basic quiz detail like quiz name, category, number of round, the controller creates a new quiz object. After this, quiz master has entered round detail for the particular round like round number, question and answer and weightage for each question. The controller adds this round to the newly created quiz object. Now this process is repeated until the quiz master has entered the detail for all rounds. Next, quiz master saves this quiz and when he clicks upload button, this new quiz is added to the database by the controller and success message is displayed. Now I am explaining the play quiz sequence diagram. When a participant starts a quiz, he is already qualified for the first round, which then displayed. A question is fetched from the database and displayed to the participant. When he answers all the questions, they are evaluated and points are updated on the scoreboard. Now if the participant is either qualified for the next round and there exists a next round, then procedure is repeated. This process goes on until all rounds are over or the participant has been knocked out. In any case, the final score board is displayed and winner is declared.
Thank you, Ram. Hi, my name is Dhruvi Shah and my ID is 94. I'm going to explain you the class diagram and OCL of our system. A class diagram models the static structure of a system. It shows relationship between classes, objects, attributes and operations. In this system, there are three types of users. Each of them has their own functionality. Some common functionality of all the users are shown in the abstract class named user. If a user logs in as a participant, then he can perform following functionalities such as he can register for the quiz, play quiz, view report and view scoreboard of his performance in a particular quiz. In the same way, if a user logs in as a quiz master, his functionalities are organize quiz, upload, delete and disqualify participant. A participant can play a quiz only if he or she are registered for the quiz. One participant can register for many quizzes while a quiz can be registered for by many participants. A quizmaster can generate quiz of different categories like aptitude, general knowledge, quant, verbal, etc. Also, he can set the difficulty level, number of rounds, start time, end time, and number of attempts of each quiz. If a quizmaster found a participant cheating, then he has the functionality to disqualify participant. An instance of a quiz is only created when a quizmaster organizes and uploads a quiz. A quiz can have only one quizmaster, while a quizmaster can organize many quizzes. Each quiz has minimum 1 to n number of rounds but can have exactly one scoreboard. The round class contains all the details of a particular round, ranging from the round name, its duration, eligibility criteria, number of questions, question description, its answer, and marks of each question along with the negative marking. A scoreboard and round are necessary and mandatory components of a quiz. A participant can view his scoreboard and compare himself among other participants. A scoreboard is updated on the basis of evaluation of answers given by the participant. Answer key is an association class between participant and quiz because a particular question and answers the marks obtained are fields that cannot be put either in the participant or quiz alone. Answer key stores the instance of answers given by the participant and the marks he has obtained for that question. It also contains the complete list of questions with their respective weightage and the negative marking. Finally, in our system, admin is considered the super user. He is able to perform and supervise all the functionalities. Additionally, he can also grant admin rights to other users. Now we come to OCL. OCL stands for the Object Constraint Language. Object Constraint Language is a declarative language for describing rules that apply to the Unified Modeling Language. We have the following OCLs in our system. Number 1. Attempts of playing a quiz should be less than or equal to the number of attempts in a quiz. Number of rounds should be greater than 0. For example, a user, when a quiz master organizes a quiz, he has to upload at least one round. Next, for playing quiz, user should be registered. For viewing report, he should have played quiz once. User can play quiz between only start and end date. After the end date, the user cannot attempt that quiz. He has to play the quiz only between a start and end date. Next, a round has at least one question. A round should have at least one question, otherwise the round cannot exist. Next, if you forget your password, then for changing it, you must give the right answer of the security question. Then and then you can get your password. Next. Thank you.
Thanks, Dhruvi. Hello, I'm Aarti Radodia and my ID is 73. I'm going to explain the state diagram. State chart diagram describes the flow of a control from one state to another state. States are defined as a condition in which an object exists and it changes when some event is triggered. So, the most important purpose of a state chart diagram is to model lifetime of an object from creation to termination. The first state is an ideal state from where the process starts. The first is organized quiz. When the quiz master enters the quiz details like quiz title, number of rounds, number of attempts, etc., a new quiz is created. Now, the quiz master enters the various round details like round title, list of questions, answer, etc. The add round method gets triggered and this round is added to the quiz. The quiz master can add several rounds in this manner. Finally, when he uploads this quiz, the quiz is visible to everyone concerned. So the next is play quiz. In that, The participants start a quiz and the first round is displayed. After answering all the questions of a round, answers are evaluated and points are updated on the scoreboard. Now the system checks if there exist any more rounds. If no, then the quiz is terminated and the winner is displayed on the scoreboard. Else, the system checks if the user has qualified for the next round based on the eligibility criteria of that round. If the participant is qualified, then the next round begins and so on. Else, the participant is knocked out the quiz. Thank you.
Thank you, Dhruvi. I am Harshit Shah. My ID is 67. I am going to explain package diagram, object diagram and design patterns. Package diagram is a way to divide your systems into its various subsystems. In this diagram, one of the subsystems is the user, which contains classes for the quiz master, participant and admin. Quiz is another subsystem which contains the class for quiz, answer key, scoreboard and round. Registration class cannot be placed in either of the subsystems because its operation requires participation from both the subsystems. Object design gives an idea about how a system would work by giving an example of the various instances of a class and how they are related with other instances of classes. As you can see, instance R1 of round class contains two questions and their answer and respective weightages and negative marking. For a particular instance Q1 of class quiz, there must be a single instance of class quiz master, that is instance of QM1. There can be multiple participants in quiz, but for this example we are showing only one instance in P1 for participant class. Also for instance in pair P1 of participant and Q1 of quiz, there is exactly one instance R1 of registration class, and similarly there is exactly one instance of scoreboard class. Since R1 contains two questions, there are two instances A1, A2 of the answer key class. A design pattern is a description of communicating objects and classes that are customized to solve a general design problem in a particular context. Singleton pattern. This method ensures that a class has only single instances and provides a global access point. In our system, when a user logs into the system, then a single instance, there is a single session is created. After logging in, the user gets a global access to all the features that he is entitled to use. Abstract factory. It provides an interface for creating a families of related or dependent objects without specifying their concrete class. If our system the login functionality uses this pattern, we have an abstract class user. When a person logs into the system, he does not specify whether he is quiz master, a participant or an admin. This is decided by the system on seeing the role field of the user's entry in the database. The user just calls the login method of the abstract class. So this user class acts as an abstract factory and creates other factories like quiz master factory, participant factory or admin factory. Observe pattern. It defines an one-to-many dependencies between objects, so that when one object changes state, all its dependents are modified and updated automatically. If in our system, this pattern is applicable at many cases. Firstly, when a person updates his profile using the edit profile functionality, then the display data in a view profile changes automatically. Similarly, when the scoreboard gets updated by the update scoreboard feature, then the display data in the view scoreboard pages gets updated as well. Also, when an admin uploads a quiz, then this gets displayed on the dashboard of all participants. And similarly, when a quiz master uploads a registration based quiz, then it gets displayed on the dashboard of various participants. Facet pattern. It provides a unified interface to set of interfaces in a subsystem. Facet defines a higher level interface that makes the subsystem easy to use. In our system, when a person logs into the system, then he is directed to his own dashboard, from where he can get entry points into various features of that subsystem. Strategy pattern. It defines a family of algorithms, encapsulates each one, and make them interchangeable. Strategy lets the algorithm vary independently from the client that use it. In our system, this pattern is applicable in the view report functionality. When a participant calls this method, he is able to view only his own performance reports in the quiz. Whereas when a quiz master calls this method, he is able to view the reports of all the participants in that quiz. Thank you.